Well, this is Rick Keys Music Caravan here in Oceanside, California. As you can see, I did get a new hat, and it does say Oceanside, established in 1888. I think it says that. But anyway, so I got the new hat to be official, and this is the Music Caravan compass always points to adventure. So when you're listening or watching the Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube, you're involved in my adventures, not only with music, but also when I go on vacation to exciting places. So the Music Caravan Compass does always point to adventure. So anyway, we're starting off a new year, 2025. 2024 was actually pretty shitty for me. However, some people may have had a good year, but I think more people had a bad year in 2024 than they did a good year. But 2025, we have hope. So we're going to stay with that and not say too much. So no one wants to cut this broadcast quickly. So anyway, hey, so it is 2025. And if you guys have been following the Rick Keys Music Caravan, you know that I put out my top blues albums for 2024 and my top blues songs for 2024. So if you go to YouTube and subscribe to my show, Rick Keys, Keys, Rick Keys Music Caravan, subscribe to that sucker and then look for those playlists. Top blues and top albums 2024. That should keep you entertained for at least almost a day. But anyway, so we are here in Oceanside, and I'm going to start 2025 off with a brand new release. It actually came in 2024, but it wasn't supposed to be released till 2025, so it's getting released right now. Dean Zucchero and Song for the Sinners. So this is brand new, 2025. So all that stuff from 2024 has gone through, and now we're focusing on new stuff from 2025. So Dean Zucchero and can't read it upside down. Song for the Center. Okay, Song for the Center. All right. So this one actually came out late 2024, and it made it to my Rick Keys Music Caravan top blues songs for Saratoga and top blues albums for the same self-titled album. It was So Good by Eddie Ninevolt. So it at the last minute, it did make it to my top 2024. But since it's newly released, you never know. It may make it to top 2025. Also, a lot of good music on this one. Eddie Ninevolt, Saratoga. Okay, so now we're getting to music that is on the RMR chart, and it was on the RMR chart for last week. And if you notice, a lot of these songs actually made it to my Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues album. So let's go with some of them that did. At number 47, we have Dennis Spencer Group, Blues Man from Jupiter. So he was number 47 last week, but it actually made it to my top blues album, as I mentioned before. Sue Foley was number one in the top tens, up and down. She made it to my top blues albums also with the One Guitar Woman. Okay, so you see that these are still, even if they've been out for almost a year, they're still in the RMR chart. Another one, number 44. Dennis Herrera made it to my top blues albums with 4. This one is still on the RMR chart. I liked it a lot, and it made it to the top blues albums for my list. At number 38, Dick Earl's Electric Witness. Tinsley Ellis at number 35. He made it to my top blues albums also with Naked Truth. Okay, if you don't know who that gentleman, well, I can't say gentleman. If you don't know what that thing is behind me, it's like over here, right there. That's It Keys. And if you've been watching the show, It Keys is non-binary. I don't need to go through the whole thing, but originally I will. He is not sure if the thing is a leprechaun, a human being, or alien from outer space. As you can see, the thing is wearing the rainbow glasses and the shamrock and a pot of gold. So not sure what that signifies, but that's It Keys. He's like the main star next to me. Let's continue. So that's it. And At number 27, we got J.D. Simo and Luther Dickinson. I actually saw them at the Coach House. Really good show. They signed it for me. Well, JD signed it for me. All right. Well, you see something else going on. So normally I kind of like wait, but you can see them real visibly. So that is X Keys. X Keys is taking up surfing here in Oceanside, California. Got a pretty good wave. It looks like he's peeling it up there. And X is also a non-binary. Since this is the start of the new year, 2025, and you may not have been following along, let me tell you, X Keys is non-binary. Also, X is not sure if the thing is a Twitter bird, a jet, or an insect. And originally, the X Keys was named What Keys, but when Elon changed the name from Twitter to X, what became X? Following along. All right, so that's what's happening there. So the thing, X Keys is surfing in Oceanside, California. See the hat? Oceanside, California. Hopefully, all you people in India and other countries that are not familiar with American humor kind of get me, and because I understand that I'm really a hit in India. Keep passing the word. As I said, there's 1.5 billion people in India. If I get 1% of you to like me, I could make a ton of money. And you know what? Maybe I could invite some of you over for, I don't know what you drink in India, tea, or beer maybe. So let's continue. At number 19, Johnny Bergen and Rambling from Coast to Coast. This one made it to my top blues albums also for 2024. Another one that made it to 2024. It's still on the RMR chart and actually moved up quite a bit to number 13. Chris O'Leary, The Hard Line. You can see I saw him, and I took some really good videos if you want to check them out. And he signed that also. At number 4, Tab Benoit. He's got I Hear Thunder. Okay, I Hear Thunder. Okay, before I get to the final two, let's see what else is going on in Oceanside. All right. Oh, this one's kind of easy to do. Behind me. If you folks have been following around for the last year, remember the incident with the I can't say the name of the country, the communist country balloon that was over the United States for what, 3 or 4 months before they shot it down. We thought we had shot it down, but apparently the communist country people sent another one over, and they're trying to befuddle us here in Oceanside, California, because before it said something that love is in the air with the heart there, but they've covered that, and they put kindness matters with the heart, but I think it is that communist country balloon that's infiltrated Oceanside skies again. There you can see the tiki bar, and the tiki bar is open. So that's open for business, and you can see one of Miki's relatives from the Wee Keys family is making a delivery of some sort. Not sure what it is. So that's the Wee Keys family. There's a bunch of them around. And then last but not least, see if we can pan over there. There is Miki's. He still has the thing's wetsuit on. Miki's is non-binary. Also, not sure if the thing is a United States citizen, a citizen from another country, or a citizen from outer space. And Miki's is actually saying goodbye to the OFD. That would be the Oceanside Fire Department, saying thank you for bringing the tree and taking it back. They bring that. Well, actually, I guess the deal with Miki's and the fire department broke through. They found out that they couldn't sell public property, so the that truck remains in the hands of the Oceanside Fire Department. Miki's doesn't own it anymore. And last but not least, we're going to go to number 1 and number 2 on the RMR chart that were both on my Rick Keys Music Caravan top blues albums for 2024. Ronnie Baker Brooks, Blues in My DNA. Sometimes I think I got blues in my DNA, but I come from the Caucasus Mountains. I don't know if they had blues in the Caucasus Mountains. That's why they call me a Caucasian, because I come from the Caucasus region of Poland and Lithuania. I think they're in the Caucasus. But anyway, let's continue. Last but not least, Shamikia Copeland. She just played at Humphreys Backstage to a sold out crowd, and it is number one, and it's called Blame It on Eve. Okay, so we can't blame everything on Eve, just probably 95% of the problems of the world. But yeah, it did come from a woman, and not a pronoun. It came from a woman, and that woman's name was Eve. Shame on you, Eve. You really fucked things up for everyone. Okay, so this is Rick Keys, Rick Keys Music Caravan. Welcome to 2025. Hopefully, it's way better than 2024. 2024 couldn't have been any worse. By the way, speaking of worse, as you see, I'm wearing my original. See it, the holes in there. This is my adventure shirt. This is the one I actually. How do I do this? This is the one I take on my adventures. Like, you see the holes? You can't see the holes. There's a hole. Okay, so it has three holes in there, and that was probably from the zip line. It may have got caught in the wire. So this is an actual adventure shirt. It has been through many adventures, got soaked on the Great Adventure in Puerto Vallarta. And so you listen to the Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube, subscribe. Once you subscribe, there's a bell, press that bell, and that helps bring my show with all my family members into your life on a regular basis without looking for it or calling Siri or whatever your person's name is, that the AI that looks for stuff for you. Mine's named Siri, but it's an Australian Siri. What else? Subscribe. There's a bell. I already told you about the bell. Thumbs. Press those thumbs. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keys Music Caravan to your friends or family and your enemies, whoever. I don't care. We just need subscribers. And last but not least, also you got to like it. So don't dislike it. Doesn't help me at all. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan starts off 2025 with a blast. Ba boom. A ba boom.